Welcome to the Bake Like a Pro YouTube channel. You are now watching video 3 of 3. In this video we're going to be assembling our little fruit tarts. This dough that I made here is a sweet pastry dough, and you can see that in video 1 of 3. And if you want to see that video, you can click the link underneath this video in the description box. Get down a little bit of flour on my bench. We'll get our nice dough. And I'm just going to roll it out. I'm going to be using some very small little shells, but you can use anything that you have. You can even put this dough into cupcake molds and do them that way as well. Or you can make a large fruit tart if you wish. So I'm just going to roll this out and I'll be back. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll see a little trick that I use. I have an offset spatula and I just go right underneath my dough like this. You can just pull a little bit of that flour underneath, and that just helps with it not sticking. Just a little trick. So for this size dough I'm going to use a ring a little bit larger than my mold. I think that'll work. Let's get it on there. We have one. Just get that right on there. I'm going to move this over so that you can see. I just want to place that right in the middle and then just bring it down. You never want to apply a lot of pressure. You just want to get that in there. So just very gentle like that. So you don't want to really push it down and stretch it. Let's get it in nicely. Just go around. That looks good. There we go. Scoop it up nice and gently. Make sure I'm on camera here. Estimate the middle. That looks good, and then just slowly let it fall. So when you let the dough gently drape down, it lets gravity let the dough get down into the corners. You don't want to start pushing into the corners and stretching that dough. Just be very gentle. That's good, I think. That's great. So we have our 4 right here. I'll just grab a little fork, create some air pockets. Okay, that's good. I'll just get these onto a small pizza tray. So that is 4 of those, and I'll just show you what's left over here. And so we've used 1 disc out of 2. So you can kind of see, I would say I would get 1 more out of here, so that's a total of 5. So if you're using both discs, the one recipe that we made today, you'll get about 10 of these at this size. This is a nice little size for today's recipe. So at this point, I want to chill these down. I'm going to chill them down for about a half an hour, and then I'm going to put them into a 350 degree Fahrenheit oven, and I just want to get them so that they're completely baked, a little bit brown. I'm going to take them out, let them cool, and then I'll come back. So here we are again. This is a little while later. I baked all of my shells for 15 minutes in my 350-degree Fahrenheit oven. I have one left that I haven't unmolded. I'll just show you. You just simply lift it out like that. So there we have those. And then I made some other ones with the rest of that dough. So I've got one here in a tiny ring. These are French pastry rings, and these here run about $10 a piece. They make a nice little design. Here's just a regular ring, like a cookie cutter ring. That makes another one. And if you don't have any of these, you can use the top of a mason jar. And I'll just show you how that looks. So that's just the inner part. So you remove the little cap first. Just remove that, and then you place your dough in there, and you get a nice looking little base as well. There we have that. But for this video, I'm going to remove these, and we'll concentrate on these here. So to clarify, this is video 3 of 3 in this little series. In video 2, we made our pastry cream, and that's what I have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly put this into a pastry bag, and then we're going to fill our little tarts. If you want to see how this pastry cream is made, you can check underneath this video in the description box. There's a clickable link. You can click that, or also up in the top right of your corner of your screen, there's a little eye. If you click that, even if you're on a mobile device, just click that and you'll see a little menu appear, and one of the items will be this pastry cream. So I'm going to put my pastry cream into a piping bag with a little tip. What I did first, I just grabbed my hand mixer and I just whipped a little bit of air into this so you can see how nice this is. Look at this. If you've never made this type of pastry cream before, you have to try this recipe. So I'm just going to load up my pastry bag and I'll be back in a second. So I now have it in my pastry bag, and I am using a Wilton 2A tip in case you are curious about that. So I just want to give a nice generous amount to each one. Just all the way around, any way you want. And if you wish, you can take a little palette knife and just even it out. Not really necessary, but it'll give you a better idea of how much you've put in there. If you've overfilled it, then you can just remove a little bit. You can really smell that pure vanilla in there. It smells amazing. That looks good. Now we'll start applying some fruit. So for today's recipe, I have some raspberries and blueberries, and I also have strawberries. Whatever you like, you can put on yours, and then you just place them around whatever way you like to place them. Whatever you think looks good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with some nice blueberries. And I am going to be covering this with a little bit of apricot glaze, and that is yet another video that I did. It's just apricot jam. You add water to it, you heat it, and then you strain it, and then you're going to cover all of your little tarts. And it makes it look nice and glossy, and it also keeps the fruit fresh. And I'll be applying that in a couple of seconds, but if you want to see how that is made, the apricot glaze, I will put a little link in the description box as well, in case you want to make that. Very, very simple. All you need is apricot jam, and then you can get a couple of nice little raspberries in there. I am not an artist, so you will do a better job at your house than I am doing right now. That's one thing I am. I am not an artist, but I try my best, and if it tastes good, then that's good. You want to give an assortment of each thing. I have another video where I made these and I used field berries, and those were really, really good. That video is on my YouTube channel as well. Any places that look a little sparse, you can just want to fill them in. And then the last step, here is the apricot glaze that I was talking about. So this is just simply apricot jam. You add it to a little pot like this, add quite a bit of water, and then just let it all melt down, and then you strain it, and you get a really nice glaze. Now you can put it on here, and right away you can see on the strawberry how it's starting just nice and shiny, and you want to get that all over. So basically just dab it and just let it go on, and it adds a nice layer of sweetness as well onto the top. So just take your time and just get it on all of the berries. So I've just been taking my time, and there we have it. Now I'm going to zoom in, don't worry, because I want to show you these a lot closer up. Now that I've zoomed in, hopefully you can see these a lot better, a lot closer up. I'm going to give it a little spin. You can see the nice gloss that the apricot glaze has given these. I want to make sure I'm on camera here. Now this seems like a lot of work. I've broken this video or this recipe into 3 different videos in case you've already done, you want to make your own dough or you want to make your own pastry cream, but I've broken it up like that so you can watch whatever videos you want, or you can start at video number 1 and then go through. And what's good about this recipe is that you don't have to do it all the same day. You can do the pastry dough and the pastry cream one day and then just keep them in the fridge overnight, and then the following day just continue on. All you have to do is assemble them, and that will be very, very quick, as you saw me do today. I'll just give another little spin here. And these are really amazing. And if you buy these in a pastry shop, they are very expensive, and you can see how easy and inexpensive it is to make these at home. And there we have it. I do have a little bit of pastry cream left over. I will use those on the tiny shells that I showed you earlier as well, and I'll finish those off. So that's it for this really fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you wish. I really do appreciate that. That's it. And if you're on Facebook, you can check me out, facebook.com/BakeLikeAPro. And everything that you saw here today, you can find written recipes on Facebook, and also written and printable recipes on my website, allrecipes123.com. I just wanted to come back again and show you all of them finished up. Here are the 3 little ones that I showed you earlier. They're all done, and they look really nice as well. So to make this video complete, I just wanted to zoom in on one of our nice little fruit tarts. Just give it a little spin so you can see. There we have it. So let's go in for a little bite. Let me just show you. Look at that. Yum. That really nice shortbread crust, and then our pastry cream in the middle. I have to take a little bite. That's really, really good. I can't tell you how good this is, and it's a really nice, refreshing dessert. Just turn it around. When you chill down this fruit tart and the pastry cream becomes cold, it's really that much better. Also, on the top right of your screen, you'll see the letter I with a circle around it. If you click on that, a little menu will appear, and you will see part 1 and part 2 for this video series. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Yum. That really is good.